be showing you how to drum for steel bands. We've previously covered a soca pattern, we've previously covered a Calypso pattern, and now let's cover a second kind of Calypso pattern. And this pattern is different from your first one, mainly in the articulation of the bass drum. Our bass drum, the first one, was almost a half clave pattern, where I took the first two hits out of a 3-2 sewn clave. So in our sewn clave, we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And it lines up 1, 2, right there. Lines up perfectly. This next bass drum variation that we have is the heartbeat rhythm. And the heartbeat rhythm is foundational across different cultures all over the world. Like, the heartbeat rhythm originates in Africa. That's absolutely where it comes from. And that was transferred over from Africa to the Caribbean during the slave trade. And they continue to represent this heartbeat rhythm, this most fundamental rhythm of music as a whole. It sounds like this. We'll have. So paired with our original Calypso hand pattern of playing it together, if I go 1, 2, ready, go. There's also a variation of this pattern where you hit the snare drum on one of every 2 measures. If you're counting off like this, 1, 2, ready, go. You can also vary up your hi-hat a little bit. Feel free to pause this at any point. You can also vary up your hi-hat, and a variation of the hi-hat rhythm will be. Where you can change a little where you put the accents, and it almost gives it more of like a loosey feel, and it's a little more swinging, but it still allows the band to drive forward. That paired with the heartbeat kick really allows the steel band to listen to that, and it propels them. Together, they'll sound like. This also works with our hi-hat and our snare drum combination for our Calypso, which we were doing earlier was. Now we can add a variation on the snare drum just like we did with our hi-hat, and it'll sound like this. Hits on the one, you notice I'm doing them with rim shots. Rim shots are incredibly common in steel band drumming, and it really marks the difference. There's a huge difference between a snare drum hit and a rim shot hit, and they're completely characteristically different sounds. So having both of them in the back pocket while you're playing is incredibly helpful. There's also variations of the Calypso pattern with the ride cymbal as well. It's not going to be just the hi-hat and the snare drum the entire time. If you're really grooving, you can switch it to the ride. And one of the patterns that we can have for the ride, we have several. We have just. great way to even drive that forward more, let's say your steel band has a shout chorus coming up. Now you can use the bell of the cymbal, and the bell really pushes these kinds of grooves forward. If we have a our ride pattern, whether or not we have, or we have quarter note, or we have between the bell and the cymbal. We also have and all of these work, but they also work depending on the context of where you play them at too. Not every steel band composer had this in mind. Maybe they had this in mind. And the accent of where that bell is can also be really important depending on what's happening in the music. That's the most fundamental part of all of these grooves, is that all of these grooves must reflect what's going on in the music. I'm listening a lot to the low parts and the bass parts when I'm thinking about what grooves I do. For instance, in this one for Raph, there's a groove where there's a bass accents that go da 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 da. Wait for it. Da 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 da. So in the groove, I reflect that. Will accent what other parts of the band are doing to help reinforce them and push the music forward.